And Shanaz Muhammad Jawad, Masuma's daughter, telling my aunt Gohar. My aunt said I did not like this joke at Masuma's house, our mutual friend, who originally was the friend of Batul, Haji Habib's daughter. So we became friends, my aunt Gohar. We used to sit in Rafika's parlor, her sister's parlor, Masuma's sister Rafika. So once there, Shana said, "तुम अपनी शादी की हसरत कब्र में लेके जाओगी," which my aunt then came home and said I didn't like what Shana said and all this, right? And Iqbal was after my case. Lipstick. I think we were dressing up in my house. She used to come, Shanaz, for the weddings. We used to go, Masuma and my aunt Gohar. And I don't know if that time when I think Haji Habib's son got married, I think it was late Ali, and Iqbal had come, and so at the birthday, this was 1983. At my birthday, Faryal said, "Don't blame us. We are not the ones who did this." What? I said, "You are going on telling people that I wear makeup, this, lipstick, red lipstick." He said, No, it is your uncle Iqbal." So, Iqbal has always been like this with me, very biased and prejudiced. Hypocrite. Having an affair with Daulat. So, well, my brother Zuhair wouldn't say anything, but I was mostly very close to Farad. So that's why I was very angry. And Daulat used to come in my room and I would see them coming in the car because my bedroom was in front, on the same, at the entrance on the second floor. So they would have sometimes even I could hear because there were songs playing in the car. Like they would go to a discotheque and come back. So I didn't want to see Daulat's face because I felt my aunt was cheating against her sister. But there has been something in this family that I cannot say what they've made us do. My father and his family, they've put something on us. So, like what his mother made me do. And later on, I started to be very self-conscious of lesbians because, this thing was put on me. And Shanaz and Faryal, there was this thing in the air that Ms. Disa and I, my relationship, my feelings for Ms. Disa, as if they're gods they know. I don't think they ever have these grand aunts whom they love, or like I've had a big family coming from. I don't know where their mother came from, whether their mother has a family in Iran, Tehran. And I don't think they are those kind of people who, love aunts and simple life. They've not seen simple. What was my grandaunt Mimi, that Khalik uncle came from America and asked me, looked down and said, "How's Mimi?" At Mustafa uncle's house, Gokul's house. He got married to his sister, Mustafa uncle's sister. So, Iqbal, very spoiled, given all the freedom in the world, a playboy. in London, a rich spoiled brat, Iqbal Sajwani Masan, Fatma's son. So he couldn't, he would go on about me, spread these things. So I told my father once, I said, stop telling Huma and Iqbal about my thing, my brother's things and all this. Like if they say, so he's, no, they share their, he's always going and talking about my brothers. They really felt, because these uncles, they don't help. They only have spread gossip and rumors against us. And then they enjoy this thing against us. My father to go and say, oh, Zahra is like this, and Abbas is like this, and Humar. No need to discuss our things with your brother. Do they discuss their children with? We don't even know who's born, who has had a birth, which uncle has had what nowadays. And so this kind of a thing I object to. Because, then Huma, again, she had come once to my house in Karachi and told me that my father's married. That's when she was married to Habiba. And he's put his hand on my head. My mother got so angry. Said, you lied. That's why the headaches, perhaps, Quran ki qasam and your qasam. Quran ki qasam. Hazrat Abbas ki qasam. And on your head, he's put his hand on my head and said, and then he's told my mother that I was just protecting her, someone. He's told someone that he was protecting me at that time from, because I'd found out through Huma that my health, or I could have committed suicide again. Right? But finally we found out that it was, he was taking her out. People had seen her in the car with my father, Habiba. And these kind of things, my father is a liar. On the Quran, he lies. He swears and lies, taking oath on the Quran. So, and another thing is that they should take action against, but they themselves, they're all criminals, one of a kind. One brother ran away to Oman, did some gapla, upar niche, One brother is a thief. That's what my father told me. His one brother is a thief. He used to take care of the finance here, but used to take out money for his family, extra money and all this. So, this is Fatima Sajwani's sons. Well, Fatima, Papa was from Oman. Originally, I haven't even met her. I don't know which family she comes from, that she could be like this. So we were told never to marry Omanis. Because, seeing my father and his family alone, it was enough. Enough for us. And so my father was after Khoja Sindhis, Kanjus, and he used to say these things. But Huma, Iqbal's wife at Hussein Zahra, I've heard her say, Sajwanis are Kanjus and all this, like misers. Sajwanis are misers. This one, Mahsan, Fatima. Sorry, I don't mean to. My poor grandfather who married this horrid woman. This woman was horrid. Taking a child to be molested, sending her and how she could do these things, like go up and enjoy. You could mold a child to become a prostitute, enjoy sex by just your words, and then making her go up and every time in the afternoons and have these things like, and then, so like she could be making prostitutes. She was good at pimping. She was good at making prostitutes, so that we could call that a pimp, sex trafficker. She could have, if she had stayed in Karachi for long enough, perhaps, so I don't know what they would have done. And my father himself goes to Tawaif, dancers and all, here in Dubai also. And he met this man, this lawyer from Karachi, Raza Hashmi, advocate. So Raju was telling me that this lawyer is not your kind of a lawyer. The lawyers, the wives, probably they did not meet on Emirates Airlines, but I don't believe my father a little bit. So they must have met at the Tawaf's dancing clubs here, right? They have these cards and they throw, and then they sleep with the. After watching the dance, my brother has told me that then they sleep with these women. So even Sabah, oh God, please, God have mercy on the prostitutes here. So, yeah, abke pichre. So at that time, my father's family and Huma and Roya and her mother and Faryal and Shanaz, who gave them that confidence? Their names were written on the walls with number, the landline, their home line number. I was told by someone on the walls. If you've been to Sea View, there are these apartments there in Karachi, opposite the sea, right? And then there are some on the walls written, I was told by someone. And not surprising, but I don't know, I was told it's that their names were written with their numbers, and I don't know what their father was doing, because their father is Haji Habib's son, So since they had a house in Defense, and then they went to Seaview. And so at the time when they were very, like Homa and Roya were newcomers in the family, Papa and Zakia, and they were all having, like, they could, want to destroy my mother and me and enjoy it, like Iqbal was also doing against me. Rumors to his sister-in-laws. His sister-in-laws themselves told me that it's not us spreading rumors. So who was going around? They would listen. Okay, so they would listen to Iqbal, and then like they would say that perhaps this Miss Desa and her relationship is. They were after me even in 1983. Like Faryal and Shanaz had with so much confidence come to my place, knowing that we are the men, that side, their in-laws side, and who could give them so much courage to spread this, and the suspicion that this thing that Miss Desai and I, we have a lesbian relationship. So I'm telling you, it was not me. I had grand aunts, and we could love our grand aunts and all. But maybe they are the, they're more like Western kind, the boyfriend and girlfriend type. So easy, like they would sleep with anyone and all this. Tawah. So this kind of thing. So I did some research when the Filipino maid told me about Ilham, their youngest sister. When they came to Dubai, her mother and her, now Muhammad Jawad had divorced Masuma. So once I heard that, I was not prepared for this, but that the mother was prostituting Ilham. I don't like, and oh my God, and that every day, every night. So how many Arabs, how, oh my goodness, or like they have all the money here. So prostitution, oh my goodness. So I was cross-questioning her because I was in a great shock, and I was very scared to come to Dubai because, like these men outside, all they think about is in Dubai. Oh my God. So if you are living in an apartment, like this is not London. If a mother can sell her daughter for money, or God knows what it was. So Shanaz was telling my aunt, and I'm not married, so I get the feeling that they were after me actually, not my aunt Gaur. So perhaps, like, if you're married, then please, I feel very sorry for that man you're married to. So you would like to, शादी की हसरत क्या है? शादी की हसरत इसलिए होती है हमारे में कि हम we don't go stray, like so our parents want us to get married and have sex and like with the husband in the marital the thing, and not use other people's men, showing off your beauty, seducing them, turn on your charm for that dramatist, what was his name, Mazhar Ali. If I knew that some Sunni man, like I have the feeling that this means that she was going out with the Sunni man, but she wasn't telling me the name of the Sunni man. And then to have men admire me, I would give it to them. I would not use these men. Neither did I use Zia or any of my male friends for this attention seeking or all this kind of a thing. So, and you have this feeling for another that, okay, now I would go out of my way even though I told this person that we'll always be friends and do not expect anything, but of course if I, like Raju said, that I became a challenge for him and all this, then I would go out of my way to make sure that he's settled in his life and all this, because a man, okay, then we realized that no, like when Harry met Sally, the movie. So even though I believe that I did my responsibility from the onset, I told them where you stand with me and where you will be with me. So when Raju said, otherwise this Zia would not dare to touch me or anything like that. We have this pure platonic friendships in Pakistan. So a little bit I had to do something to a kind of, you know, it was a sacrifice. It was bitter. I didn't like it. But sometimes you have to do these things to save another person's life. That I didn't want anyone thinking of me and, you know, like that, loving me, and I'm not giving them. And so even though I felt that some people said it's not your responsibility, but even then, I did more than you did more. I did a duty that to save the people, and this, yeah, now you, like, age, so Bori, so Aski uncle, Aski Valika was Bori. My, my, my principal's sons. Okay, I don't have the heart to talk about that. That I've been told now, and the cleaning up and all this. So, लानत अल्लाह की अज़ाब अज़ीम नाजिल होनी चाहिए इन पे. Whoever does evil, evil goes back to you. But these dirty people are going on and on and on, and in London pursuing me. So a marriage, really, what kind of a wife are you? A lover of Naeem, or you there at my birthday, you've used your charms to tell Mazhar Ali not to play dole, another Naeem, Masumas, all that group you had. What kind of a woman are you? Barrett, I would say, शादी की क्या हसरत. तुम्हारी बहन ने तो जिससे शादी की उसने तो ऐसे ऐसे अफेयर्स चलाए कि वो तो उसका तो सर दुखता था, बाइपोलर हो गया था. मुतार ने मुझे कहा एक फिलिपिनो के साथ जा रहा था, एक बाल इधर लगा हुआ था दुबई में, तभी तो उमा पागल हो गई थी.